from the Knights of Favonius. Sounds like Albedo's back and he's waiting for us on Dragonspine. No time to waste. Let's get going.
What am I now, you ask? Just a human who's lost her voice.
Disclaimer: if my voice sound not so well, simply because I'm not so well. Which means it's definitely gonna sound not so well. Might as well wait for that nonsense. Or not. I can do this one afterwards. I think that's the best idea. Oh boy, oh boy. It's always gonna be a good time.
I think not.
Purse. Let's see who we're going with here. Who are you going to choose? I wonder.
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.
Hey, Ace. How's things going, man? You good? Been a while, right? Are we all here? If you die, yeah, I haven't been streaming a lot lately. I mean, wait, she's dead? What in the world happened? How you guys actually not? Okay, that's hilarious.
I live within you.
That's actually kind of fun.
That eases my mind to it.
Okay. I see what's happening. I see it. Yeah, that thing is crazy, by the way.
Heaven's will made mine.
That's insane. There, there's literally not enough. Okay, everybody out. What's up? Really? All right, everybody out. Out. Okay. Okay, guys, let's try this again. I will bring. Who should I bring? Because you guys kind of actually need heals. It's so funny. Well, that's kind of the fun part.
If you're not sure what to do next.
They don't know what to like do. That's the thing. Yo, heal yourself. Heal yourself. Well, heal yourself. Let's see if he's gonna actually heal himself. I don't have any energy, okay? Okay, there we go.
All here shall bend.
Off to the breather.
Get out of that. Maybe it's their first time in here. Who knows?
You won't distract me this time. A pet trick. That I've longed for.
Success. All right, now all y'all get out. Bonus. What? All right, can you guys like get out of here now? The fun's over. Goodbye. Yo, unironically, the reason why I even co-op this to begin with is this, you know, it's just the virtue that we can get blown up. Because if I just wanted him like to be like very dead, I would just go in there solo because it's a lot easier anyways. But that's not that all that fun. The unpredictability adds to that extra layer of amusement when everybody just get blown up.
Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of you when it matters most.
It's Darka. All right, let's go, Darka. I've got your back.
So heavy.
This is your day. Oh, wait. No animal. Oh, that works.
Explosion.
Let's go.
City wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Pain can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed.
Oh, wait. I forgot actual clean lines. Mondstadt be bombed. Mondstadt be bombed.
defiance.
With the marrow of the three moons in my hand, behold the false moon's fall.
This boss is just way better than the other one. It's not even a contest, to be honest.
I will return.
Wait, what the? What? What's going on? I don't...
Such defiance.
What? Listen, that's my question. What? Oh, jeez.
Such a simple attack.
I'm actually surprised actually they doing more damage than that. This color media is not really doing that much damage. I was actually expecting it to be doing more damage than this. Yeah, that's actually it.
Such defiance.
Listen, we have to do the entire thing, okay? We have to do the entire mechanic because the damage is gone. And that's why I like playing the support is always of questionable nature. Yeah, that's okay. So only 200k is actually fairly low for that smash.
Such defiance. Heaven's will made mine.
The turn is just way better. This boss version of it is just way superior to the other one. It's not even a contest, really.
I think not. Heaven's will made mine.
Plus, if this was like Goy Soyathoth, Widow would have actually died since he actually nukes the field.
Such defiance.
He actually left. I wonder, like, I bet he was like standing right in front of the boss. I just got completely vaporized.
I think not.
So you rather wallow in this rotten, decaying world?
Good boss. Good boss. The other one, not so much. It's like a cheap ripoff. By the way, now that I think about it, did I actually went and got the second one? I don't think I actually killed the second boss of the week. Now that I think about it, I don't think I actually did I? Huh. I totally forgot. Oh well. Let's see here. Andreas is simply the worst boss in this game. But if the simple virtue that he's so far away, he's simply the worst. Like, bar none. And even when I put the teleporter down, just don't remember him. That is there. Because actually I'm supposed to come and actually find him. I'm not gonna bother, seriously. I always forget to like replace the teleporter anyways.
Be gone. Gotcha. I think not. Such defiance.
On me.
Alright, cool. Great. Fantastic even. Incredible. We need 1 second. One. Just one. As a matter of fact, we did kill a lot of trash mobs. Like a lot of trash mobs. A lot of trash mobs. Goy Sawyerthal. And I guess I need to go kill him. You know, I think about it. Maybe I should actually go kill Goy Sawyerthal. Oh well. Okay, mistakes were made. Mistakes were certainly made here on here. 13. I don't know. The difficulties. We need a lot of juice, but we don't actually have a lot of juice. Should I do this? You know what? Let me go and do these first. Then we will return.
This realm.
Gotta need that. Gotta need those. And we also need those. We are honestly have nothing. I'll buy those two. Wait, there's a bonus thing? Oh. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's funny. I actually didn't know that. 100% chance though.
If you ever have it.
Give me a sec. Alright, as usual, just get these out of the way. I made a mistake yesterday. I didn't actually finish like the first half of this. Wasn't really paying much attention to it. So we messed up. So we're gonna at least be 4 days behind. Could I actually fall through the roof? No. Update. I believe you can get like 250 primo or something like that from this now. Just trying to get people to come in. Pretty much out there. Clear my nostrils. Like one of these days I'm probably gonna like sit back and actually play these mini games. Not like I haven't actually played any of the games. I have actually played them. It's just never really sit down and came back after like the first 2 weeks or so. I'm just here to just like collect the free skins. That's pretty much it. Now we need one more after this. One more time. I give it up, give it up the great Millie Astra secrets of minimum effort, maximum rewards. Unfortunately, even though you do get like, if you buy the regular games battle pass, you do get a Millie Astra battle pass. You know, you still actually have to do the things. Progress it. You have to still have to like level it up. Fine, I guess. I guess that doesn't look too bad. I think this one would look better though. Probably. Maybe. So see where I should be here. Like 6 out of 20. But I totally forgot. I'm at 3 out of 20 because I forgot like 3 days. Okay, here's the plan. We get this. We got 30 left. Make some of this. Wow. No bonus? Well, thanks, guys. Where's the favorite? Where's my favorite? I'm almost out of that one. Where is it? I don't actually remember. When I was rigorously exploring, was it a green one? A blue? I think it was a blue one. I think it was the omelets. I think so. Probably was. What's this? You know, I think it's actually the omelets. I would just make like 10. And 1 cookie special, slightly longer. Well, a lot longer actually. Never mind. Your stream closed. The other stream closed. Okay, it's okay. As long as mine doesn't close, we're all good. Alright, let's see. So that was, I think we actually get this.
Thank you for Add Astra.
So apparently, I don't know if I actually mentioned it before, if you do get Sandrone, there is a special line when you talk to the Catherines. They have special reception lines if you actually have Sandrone at that point. You know, like, I think what happens, instead of like when you talk to Catherine and you're gonna like turn in your daily, I think you don't actually switch. I'm not really sure. I think you don't switch to like Traveler. You just stay on Sandrone instead. And they interact with Sandrone. Not 100% sure. But I just heard there is a special line. Wow, we actually have quite a few things to do. The first thing on the menu. Numbers must go up. So let's see how much of that we can do. Wait. My old account, it's still there? That's funny. I would have thought it would actually be deleted already. Oh, it still exists in that? Huh. That's very weird. Okay, so we still also need these. Oof. Hard life. Hard life. This is hard life. Okay, we only got 2. This is a scam. We only got 2 this week. Didn't have the decency of giving me 3. Alright, whatever. It is what it is, right? Wow, okay. Wow, okay. Nice. Nice, Layla. Fantastic. Wait, we're still short 1. Okay, I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. Okay, I have a plan. Here's the plan. I have 30. I just do it 1 time. And then I'll use the rest on Durin. The good news, you know, the funny thing about this is like just pressing 1 button at Vorka and getting it done is like big. Just 1 button at Vorka. That's it. Just pressing decode skill alone and having Varka does so much damage is godsend. Because it's nothing like doing like those 200k. It's pretty nice. Okay. And there we go. We just need these trash. For now. Like, source resource, see my prude is 90. Everyone is 90. I don't know if that was a good choice, but prude also needs attack. So I'm like, you know, I just make her 92. Because the weapon is an energy-based weapon. And I have nothing else really to give her to like increase her base attack or anything like that. Everything else is like non-starter. So I have none of the other ones. So pretty much had to cope with this as a choice. I mean, maybe I'll get something. Maybe. No weapon preference data. Rough, by the way. Very rough. But you know what? It works since we actually have like our constellation 6, wherever that's supposed to be. So we still got that constellation 6. Here we go. There we go. Just 350. For nothing. Can't really do much about that. Easy peasy. Yes, I actually don't really think I actually need the energy thing. I doubt I do, but I just straight up don't have any other weapon to give her. That is the dilemma. We have this, but it's kind of trash. Like zero, zip, nada. Nothing at all. I mean, there's always this. Right, but that will just butcher our attack more. But at the same time, yeah, whatever. We'll just stay in our copium, a state of eternal copium. Now we use the rest of our whatever and just get some stuff for doing. So, I'll tell you why this team is good. The animal residence is great. That's one thing. The animal residence is fantastic. Because having that 10% movement speed, it just feels like that's the speed the game should like just, you should move normally. As you kind of feel like a bit sluggish without that 10%. Oops.
On me, thunder!
No! Ah! Okay, you're just gonna get... And I mean, you can also count the, what is it? 10%? It's a 10% speed, 15% cooldown clock. And another thing which I don't remember. Those are all good bonuses. Then sweet, sweet Pyro Residence. Thinking about it now. I think Pyro Residence is probably one of the most basic of them all. Yeah. Very basic. Okay, so what's 5% cooldown? Stamina consumption 50%. That's what I was thinking. Like Pyro is pretty mid. Hydro, workable. Trolley Greenery. Dendro. Okay. Cryo, yes. Cryo is great. Cryo is awesome. Simple, but it's great. Geo is like God tier. All those years ago, the Zhongli controversy, surely, definitely paid off. Let's see. So we need a bunch of these. Thanks, Layla. Well, okay, so here's the plan. We need to go kill some trash.
defiance.
Didn't take too long.
On me.
Like, I've actually been so sick over the weekend that I had planned to like do all of this nonsense. But, well, you know, being sick and all that. Like, the weather is like, yeah, F you. Oh, and then yesterday was actually reasonably funny because
On me.
I was cleaning because of, you know, allergy season and all of that. So I was here, I was cleaning. I got around to like my keyboard.
Defiance.
I was cleaning my keyboard. And well, too much water got into my keyboard. So after I was done cleaning it, you know, beautifully done, it was like it was brand new. It was dead. It died. The keyboard died. It didn't turn on. Like, way too much water got into the keyboard. So I had to go out to get a new keyboard. I was out anyways. I was cleaning, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to IKEA. Went to IKEA, bought like a vehicle load of stuff, new curtains, new spreads, all kind of all kind of nonsense. I kind of unironically I spend off my my son donate funds. Okay, I kid you not. I don't know if we can get Sandrone anymore. I think the jig's up. I think it's over, guys. I think it's over. I was cleaning the key. Well, here's the thing. So I haven't been cleaning, like dusting down like my computer and the keyboard for like, I would say months now. So things were in bad shape. So I decided to like take off like the caps and stuff like that. And like take off the caps off the keyboard. And like just do the entire thing. Well, I did that. But you know, like I said, too much water got into it. Like it's reasonably like water resistant. But yeah, just too much water got into it, and it died. Well, it's not really water. It was what's it called?
On me.
It's like it was like detergent. So I shouldn't say water per se, but detergent. That's what happened. And so, yeah, it just didn't want to stop. It didn't want to turn on anymore. What the? That's very funny. It is what it is. You know, things happen, I guess. Costly things happen. It was actually a pretty, it was actually an expensive keyboard. I throw it to the key. Actually, I had to throw everything away. Threw it away already. It went into the recycling. Like I said, after I came back, we were pretty much spring cleaning for the entirety until like 7 p.m. Finished doing all of that. So yeah. Now I have a cheaper, softer keyboard. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not particularly good either. It will do the job. It will do the job for now. You know? What am I supposed to do?
Such defiance.
Use the force authorized.
In truth, I was trying to like. Here's the funny thing, because I had planned to stream yesterday, and so I was actually in a rush because I woke up like 6 a.m. in the morning. So I'm like, oh, I'm hopped this early. Let me go and clean. Let me clean as much as I can before I do that stream. So I was careless. Let's just say it that way. And I was just trying to get it done as soon as possible. In the end, I did the stream, but end up like revitalizing my place. I like the new curtains. I wasn't a big fan of like the old curtains. Plus something was really annoying me. Like I didn't have an appropriate place to like put the printer, so it was an opportunity. So I'm like, I just went. I just like get everything done. Now my printer is at some place which doesn't bother me. Every time I come and I look at it, I'm like, okay. I don't like where it is.
On me. Back this time.
And ironically, so my color beta team, hear me out, is great. But this is greater because it requires less button press. And I consider good button press is very important.
Use the force authorized.
Since neither color beta or Inefa, for example, doesn't really drive their damage directly, they need somebody else. Oh yeah. Oh, so here's the funny thing is, you know when I said that I had to take out all the keys? So I had to take out all the keys out of the keyboard. So I did take out all the keys. So just imagine how much time I wasted yesterday.
On me.
It took like over an hour to actually like take out all the keys, clean it, and I like get the blower, all of that stuff. Then I had to put back all the keys. I had to put like all the keycaps back in. And then like an hour and a half later, I realized the keyboard was dead.
On me.
So just imagine.
On me.
All right, Volca. Okay, never mind. I would be pissed. Yeah. I tend not to get upset when I am the one when I'm the one is the cause of my own problem. Right? I tend not to get pissed. It's very I don't really find it productive to like get like mad at myself for my own mistakes. If you see what I'm saying, right? No, I don't really get like upset at myself. The situation, you can't blame anyone but yourself, you know? Okay. I thought there was more of you guys, but I don't remember exactly. Gamers. That's true. Gamers for life, I guess. And that was it. I could swear there was like, no, those were mechas. Those were all mechas. I don't know, her. What's there? I could swear there was another location where they were at. Let me think for a moment. Here? No, wait. Okay, those were, yeah, there was like one guy here.
Pretty sharp.
Yeah, I don't really like the keyboard I have right now. I don't actually really like it. It's a little bit too soft, and the way it's like, if I pull out the feet and elevates it, it's very weird. But it's not a problem. I'm not really playing any game where I need like keyboard and mouse right now, so not too much of a problem. So mechas. Okay, these guys over here, right? They count. What's these guys? This tracking thing is garbage, by the way. Just pointing that out.
Better hold back this time.
Unless these guys don't count, right? No, they definitely count. Yeah, what's up with that?
I think not.
Yeah, what's up with, like, that doesn't even make any sense. Is this like exploration?
On me.
Oh, I didn't even finish that. I'm about to like do that after this. I mean, I have been. It's not like I haven't been playing like Aether Gazer. I actually have. I just haven't been practicing the story or anything like that. I'm just trying to be building some characters to do like the basic of the basics for like iterative stuff like that. Oh yeah, wait. This week is the week. Oh, you're right actually. When I started to play, there was 20 or 21 days still left. So that actually makes sense. I'll get it done. I need the rolls anyways. Need those rolls. Or gotta have to pay.
On me.
And you know how I feel about paying. Lately, I've been very not feel like paying for roles in gacha games. Because I find a lot of them just never really give the return. Okay, let me see. Where were those ones? They no longer give the return. Was it here? Okay. I was... Yeah, that's what I have to work with. If I can't get a character, I just can't get a character, you know? There's no point in, like, bothering. It just doesn't feel worth it anymore. Like, as you already know, for the longest time, I was playing, like, Enfield. And honestly speaking, I don't feel like I got my money worth from that game. I honestly don't feel like I got my money worth. I'm actually reasonably jaded with Enfield. Alright, I think we got one. There are probably more, but I don't know where they are. Those are the only ones I do. Yeah, I don't feel he actually did anything. I said this, like, one of my brothers actually plays that game. And we talked about the game. And we kind of come to the conclusion. And I said, like, Enfield doesn't feel fun pressing buttons. I think a game is not a good game if it doesn't actually feel good to press buttons. I think it's very important that it feels good to press buttons. The way their skill system and all of that it just leaves so much to be desired. So much to be desired. Just doesn't feel good. Out of all these newer gacha games, I would say without a doubt it has the worst combat system. Just the worst combat system. Like 100%. I can't really think of anything what like has a worse combat system than Enfield right now. It's slow, but there's a lot of things like if you play any character who attack at any amount of range, it has like the lockout system is horrible. Right? The skill system is bad. As I find the issue with 3 layers. You need to do 3 layers of a thing to activate like a character's mechanics to be absolutely ridiculous. True. I mean, mind you, I enjoy that part of the game. I am an enjoyer of the factory system. Not gonna lie. I enjoy the factory system. I think it's great. Right? I think factoring is fantastic. But that's kind of where it starts and where it ends. That's pretty much it. Okay, we'll get him to like 9 for now. I think that will work out, right? 9. We need 2 more. I don't have any more of these anyways. And I don't have any stamina, so whatever. So we'll crown him. And then we'll get his skill to like 8 or 9 or whatever. And then we'll like be done. But that's all I can do for him. My favorite part is like straight up the factory system. Like, that's just how it is. Weird, but that's my favorite part. That's kind of why I played it for such a long period of time, because you know I was enjoying the factory system. I enjoy like setting them up and having them run. But combat is just atrocious. I have never played, not that I can remember, a game where shared resource system, where you have a shared like skill resource or ultimate resource. I have never played a game where I have found that fun. There is a particular game, what's it called again? Blue Archive. I think it's there. Blue Archive. I like the chibi. I like the model. I thought it was a very cute game. But I could never get into the gameplay of that game because of the shared resource bar. I just hate that so much. And I honestly think Enfield is worse in that regards than Blue Archive is. Because, for example, if you have like Fang Yi, she does a lot of damage. But you need to go through so many people's skill and combo skills to build her stacks for her to do proper damage. Then almost every single one of the damage dealers in like Enfield, they are ult based damage dealer, which means you need to cast their ult for them to go in a power state to do damage. Character like Fang Yi is really, really terrible at this because she has her, as far as I said, like her energy generation rate is really, really bad. while when you do get her in that state, she does like crazy damage. Her rate of generating energy is absolutely terrible. Like, yeah, you can have fun when you're all transformed and you're like dishing out stuff like that, but getting into that state is an ordeal. It's like, it's just not fun. I have no idea what they're thinking.
There's no telling what kind of calamity that people would have had to endure. So, if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero. No, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero.
Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point. So I guess there's not much left to envy. Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet. I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
You're finally here! Oh, boy, do we have a whole pile of questions for you!
Oh, you're here too. I think I've pieced together some of what happened to him. But what's your take on things? Master Jean filled me in on what happened.
You know what I did saw? I saw the preview for NTE. I think that was way better than the Enfield preview. And I definitely think Chaos is the better character out of the two. Lacrimosa is definitely gonna sell because, you know, that's the kind of thing it is, but Chaos just looks a lot more fun to play. But I'm not kind of rolling for either of them, so whatever.
The issue isn't so
Ain't
much
rolling.
that the abyssal power within him
I mean, if I
has gotten out of
X,
control.
like,
It's that the connection between
I don't want to roll. I really don't actually do anything like challenging in the game.
His body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over. This book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case.
Yeah, we guys sent me so much emails.
Which brings me to my theory. Bringing Fairy Tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others. But the power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things.
And ironically speaking, Albedo model actually still look reasonably good after all these years.
Now, there's only one thing missing.
Compared to like Diluc and some of the other ones, his model still look pretty good. Even his hair still looks decent.
I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Tevat. But I'm certain that the answer lies within this book.
So, the reason Alice had us complete this book was to make that magic possible?
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself. Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book. The next part of the story most likely relates to me. So the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
This is the absolute longest character story quest ever.
The giant tree was
and I'm not a much of a book fairy tale kind of guy either.
Splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls. Join yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the castle. But first, fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break.
I see.
We're going into a
Guided
book.
by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the Sage Witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
What is this place?
It looks like it's modeled after an alchemist's workshop. Or rather, a cliched stereotype of one.
Albedo?
Hold on. Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah! We forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them.
At least you're still human-shaped?
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story. But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all.
Can't change us.
These special figures in some way.
I'd like to know more about that too.
Cat guy.
I can explain it. Let's just concentrate on moving the plot forward.
I am Cat Guy.
And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passageway. Intricately crafted, it seemed to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale.
Come on! What are we waiting for? Next chapter.
For you to go in for.
Ouch!
But this was a chapter that had not yet been written. Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
What? Then what's the point of having a path here? Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
Over here. I found something.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had
And
foretold.
ironically, in Genshin,
Yet guided
you don't really
by
have
his
story
mother,
sequence happen when there's so much
he
male
foresaw
characters
another
like
fate.
gathered around.
Only
If I was
the
playing
alchemist
Aether right
could
now,
throw this heart of
everyone would
stone
Paimon would be a
and
dude,
reborn
which be
with the evil
a
dragon's
very rare
blood.
situation.
Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale.
Sounds like this chapter's about Albedo bringing me to life?
If that really was the solution, though, this would have been over the minute I finished the transmutation. So why is Durin still being forgotten?
There has to be some other reason.
Yeah, I'd like to explore the area a bit more.
Alright, bye.
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten.
What the?
There you are.
Oh, hello there.
What are you doing? Hold up.
Hey, that's from Similanka, okay?
I was worried I'd scare everyone off, so I've been hiding out here all this time.
Which was pretty much one of the best summer events, by the way.
You must be really nervous, huh?
I guess I am.
Similanka was actually very good.
But I'm also excited. I'm gonna get to stop the evil dragon and even become a human. It's all thanks to that clay man. He's the one who talked me into it. And once I'm a human, I'll be able to make loads of friends and do tons of important things.
You'll make lots of friends, that's for sure. And go on many unforgettable adventures.
I'm so glad to hear it. The only thing is, the clay man said becoming human isn't gonna be easy. So I'm feeling a little anxious too.
He's right about that. Even if you manage to become a human, there will always be tougher challenges on the road ahead.
Really?
But even so, your friends will be there to help you.
Cat guy.
Then I'm not afraid.
Funny, isn't it? After talking to you, I'm not afraid anymore either.
So over the
Ready
weekend,
now?
one of my brothers
I'm ready to become
went
a
to
human.
Anime North, and he's like,
What the clay figure found.
he went to like the Genshin
evil
booth,
dragon's heart itself.
and everyone was like talking about how much C6 they have, and lore spamming all. That's like, hey, I have this C6, I have that C6, I have this C6,
Knew what it meant.
and he's like,
Evil dragon would
it was
return
mostly
one
girls.
day,
It was
just
actually
as the
mostly
prophecy
girls
had
there.
foretold. Yet,
Yeah, it was mostly
Dragon's
girls
mother's wisdom.
talking about their C6 and lore and stuff like that.
If only the
I was like,
could
I'm like, I
defend
said to him, like, I bet it was mostly girls over there. He's like, yeah, they're talking about their C6s. One is like, hey, I have like C13 Chi-Chi.
And the little one inherit its tail.
Like C13 Chi-Chi.
The little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being.
I mean, a lot of people actually like C6 characters.
And the little
You know?
dragon's soul guided him forward.
Because I know people who save for like,
Thus,
they don't roll for
prophecy
anything. They just like
old,
one character is like, okay,
even
this,
as
like,
fate
people are like,
had been
okay,
rewritten.
Sandrone is gonna be
So
playable. I am
the
not
little
rolling for
dragon
any character
born.
except Sandrone. So they be saving for like a half a year plus, just to C6 Sandrone. While me, I just, I'm a base copy kind of dude because you don't really need all that much damage anyways.
We completed the story!
C6 is just way too powerful. Like, for the majority of characters, like way too strong.
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh? So, that wasn't the end?
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
True.
If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say,
True.
show us what you
Hey, listen.
got.
Wow.
Invest money, that time.
Serious all of a sudden.
Remember that. Invest money, that time, okay? Brute force all the way. Plus, for a lot of these people, they're not really good at the game. It's mostly for like collectionism. That's what it is. They just collect it is like, and they figure they just like collect everything for a character, which I can definitely
Dark
understand.
power within it still lingered. Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hey, what kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it. What choice does he have?
Time is running out. So, would the little dragon dare to hold this power back?
What the?
Or would he simply...
Actually, I'm curious where this leads to.
What's up with the narrator?
Latency issues. Oh.
Would he dare to hold this power back? Or would...
The little dragon and his companions blank. Blank again.
Huh? What's going on?
We're out of juice.
Once the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
There we go. Alice.
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording,
Can never really understand Alice. Alice is just such a weird character.
you may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic. Let me guess. You're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more. Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
I don't like time shenanigans story, by the way.
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply give in?
Returning to the castle. I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But that's better than going nowhere at all.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face, there will always be a solution.
Okay.
Okay, what's the solution?
Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the outside world fell away. There was no danger here, no problems for the little dragon to resolve. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams. And so the story ended, with the little dragon fast asleep in his castle, just like he had never even hatched.
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up! But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way he'd accept an ending like this.
Okay.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Okay. Then let's see. No to that one. Give in.
Dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply...
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
So we went up there. And we went down there. So which way did we not actually go?
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply give in?
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Speak for yourself. Well, we'll see what ending we get here.
to hold.
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him surged like a tide. Unchecked, the darkness engulfed everything around it, including the little dragon's soul. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Is this me?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
Oh no! That means Durin... What do we do now?
Go back. You'll tell me you actually have to go to all 3 of them before the other one shows up.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Alright.
What's going on here? Why isn't the story letting Durin just suppress the abyssal power? It keeps getting stuck.
So you actually have to do all 3 of them, huh?
It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story. In other words...
Hey, Demetrius. Welcome. Wait a second. Actually, looks like you guys on Twitch today.
Used too much earlier? How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left?
Yeah, Durin story quest. And it's a long one. Because it's like gated 1 portion per day.
He's alive and well. Why should it end?
If there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, I may have a potential hypothesis.
Okay.
Durin was,
That makes sense.
and still is, in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story. And I suspect that has remained the case, even after his arrival in Tevat. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate was rewritten. But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate. As Miss Barbeloth reminded us,
Oh, it's fine though. I'm just like, normally you were actually on like YouTube since I started a stream on there too.
Is to proceed along its given track. But Durin's story, on the other hand, as Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he started to lose control of the abyssal power within. In other words, his story can't continue, because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like to me.
28 days for best wife, Sandrone, the hero we did not deserve.
The question is, are you
38. I should say 38 days.
or stand in his way?
Yes, is as far
It feels like the ad platform.
as the story can go. What path?
Like I only watch a few streamers on Twitch. Because the ads can be a little bit too aggressive. Whose outfit?
I suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe.
You're talking about Lumine's outfit?
Story.
Sandrone.
That's true. I'd like to go there and see for myself.
By there, I take it you mean...
Is it specifically the front part of it?
Unwritten chapter ahead.
Is that part? Because a lot of people don't really like the front area of it.
If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it is
The
some
red.
unwritten part. Isn't that too risky?
I don't think it's that bad,
Not
but yeah, I
fun.
can see that. Yeah, a lot of people actually felt better with like the gold yellow kind of trim
I second that.
was actually better.
It would seem
My
this
main
is
problem
one
with
answer you
that
need to go
with the
see
front
for
part, I
yourself.
feel like it's like one
So be
length
it.
too short.
Whatever obstacles
I feel like it
stand
could have
in
been
your way,
like a little bit longer,
tear
but
them
then
down
again, after they
together.
fixed that, I would have just complained about something else.
Dragon was staring at the uncrossable edge of existence itself, and all of a sudden,
True.
fraction
I mean, it was not necessary for them to do that. I agree with you on that. Because I don't think, what's the new one called? I don't think the new one really add anything to her at all, to be honest. It doesn't like, everybody liked it, you know, Pelonia. For crying out loud, think about it. It's like, it's one of the like the better tropes, like, you know, a big dude, a small girl carries her around. Like even the concept of her carrying around, like think about it this way. So
Consciousness.
Sandrone can like fly for a short period of time. Would it be a lot more interesting instead of flying on the chair? You know, Pelota would just pick her up, and then they would kind of fly. That would actually be a lot better.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not something
Yes,
one
yeah,
idea.
true.
The body I made for you is flesh and bone.
Am I
Aglaya the Gold
truly
Digger.
alive?
You're right.
Yes, Durin, but you must keep going. You're as alive and real as I am.
I can't.
But
feel
apart from
a
that, she does
connection.
have some issue.
You're not alone in this world.
You know,
At the very least, you have.
it's not enough to stop me from like rolling for her though.
I can't remember.
Despite a lot of it, I do like her back silhouette.
Who am I?
And the fact that she can like glide for 6 seconds, and by the time that 6 seconds is up, she can do it again. I think that's like a very
My
big,
name?
very cool thing to have.
You're taking too long. Come on, Durin, run. In this world, fate waits for no one.
Well, the game won't make me run. Okay, don't make me run.
Wait! Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go make your wish come true, Durin.
My wish?
Run. Run, brother, run.
Your story's not over yet.
Yeah, I think unanimously everybody agreed that the old outfit was better. There is more detail to the new outfit, but they could have just had those. They could have just had those detail to the old one, and everything would have been fine.
Silence.
So yeah,
Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment. And from an academic perspective, at least, I don't think it was a bad proposal.
Someday, the prophecy will.
so we all unanimously agree that Ragdaughter was never an evil person.
Like the stars
I mean,
there will always be
if we
something
think back on the entire thing, what happened in like
Thank you.
Conria, they were essentially
I've played so much
brainwashed
already.
to actually take the abyssal power.
I still have
They were
one
led by
final
that weird voice from the void
Will you lend
who
me
actually
your
take
magic
part
one last time?
and take that abyssal
Just
power.
enough for me to keep his story
And she
alive
was just a
until the prophecy is
alchemist,
fulfilled?
you know, just a scientist, a crazy one, but she weren't particularly evil.
No, not in that
So I actually
sense.
find it very
My
interesting.
granddaughter once told me the laws governing life
Who
and
knows?
death are
Maybe the
among
shade
most
actually
unyielding in this world.
helped her
I'm well aware of
by
it.
making her
Whether
consume
it lasts
her
a day or an
her heart.
age, the span of one's life
Maybe.
is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human. This is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human.
So, what is it that you want me to do?
I would like you to send
Oops.
this pen of mine
About
into
that.
the future.
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help. I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
How much?
Oh no, I can't believe it. Alice actually trained an AI.
The rest of your life writing, and even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever.
Alice literally trained that LLM. She actually trained an AI to continue to write
Someday, perhaps even your entire
you know,
world
M's
will
story.
not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world. And when that happens, the story will end.
Still, it's worth it.
Anya. So Anya just died a natural death, huh? I thought you probably like died tragically. But she just died of old age.
Oh, my dear Anya. Even after all this time, you're still... Look at you. You should be enjoying your old age in peace and quiet, especially now that things are finally returning to normal after that terrible calamity.
Once he leaves Simulanka, things will only get more complicated. If his story is to continue,
I mean, I guess it's
there
fine.
needs to
The
be more
witches will go
material
uncub,
for the
right?
magic to draw upon.
And they're always recruiting more, like Fischel
I'll just have
get
to
recruited.
skip over some of the less important details.
Anya, why do you insist on sending him out of the storybook world? Why must he face his fate in Teyvat? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone and he could live happily ever after.
I suppose. In fairy tales, all it takes is a heartfelt wish. And even a wooden puppet can turn himself into a real boy and live happily ever after. That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But
I
have
do
you
wonder
ever
how
wondered
old
what
Alice
happened
is.
to the main
I
character
my guess is
after
like she's
the
thousands
ever
of years
after?
old.
Tell me, Alice, in your eyes, what would be a writer's greatest regret?
To leave a story without an ending.
Not a bad answer. It's true, many writers come to consider that their greatest regret. But I see things differently. My greatest regret is that every story I write has to come to an end in the first place.
Anya.
No matter how brilliantly a character shines, the moment their story ends, their potential is lost forever. For them, the story
Isma.
itself becomes an inescapable...
Is there a new one?
But what if instead...
As far as I know, in the beta she got buffed. Is this like an upward controversy or a downward controversy?
You said it yourself. I can only leave so many words behind. Even with your magic, the idea that I could keep the story going until the prophecy comes to pass is wishful thinking at best. But I found a way to use your magic to transform some of my finished stories into a special kind of ink. This ink is a magical medium he can use to complete the story the way he wants to.
Oh, that's old. The beam only is an effect of her C6. Before that, she just fires 3 laser beams, like shotgun blasts, like push, push, push. And then you have to reset her skill and then fire again. So yeah, I've been aware of that. Frankly speaking, she would probably be the first character in the game to have a direct gameplay and visual effect locked behind Constellation. Like not an upgraded thing, but a completely new effect. So the laser beam just doesn't exist before C6. So in order to have that, you literally have to C6. And I don't believe there's been any character like that, which literally had a visual effect, an actual thing to the character with Constellation. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't mind characters become more powerful and getting more things happening, but like a portion of the character's visual representation or visual like identity is locked behind Constellation is just I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it at all. Like I've been talking about it with like my Emma brother who still plays Genshin. And he's really like really high for like Sandoria, and he's like, you know, he was like talking to me about it. So, because I actually didn't really even know. I'm not a big fan of that. Some kind of things what I don't actually like at all. Because as you know, I'm like a base character role. I just roll the base character. Because I always feel like that's all I ever need. I get all the visual effects, you know, all the components of the character. Minus some power. No, minus the power, but I get everything else. It's just, that's not cool. Not cool at all. Bad. Just straight up terrible direction to go anyways.
I still believe in what this child can become.
And it's not like in ZZZ, you get the extra like glow effect if you have like the character like unique signature widget. That's, you know, that's different, but C6 is extremely expensive. If you go like from price, you go like 200 and something, like $200 for a base character. While the C6 is like $2,000. Versus like getting like a widget, $200 for a widget, $200 for a character, like I don't know, maybe 150 for like their widget. That's $350 or so. Versus $2,000. That's not cool. That's unreasonable.
No longer be a reason for me to go on existing. My child, or your mother, I should say, passed away long ago. The voice you're hearing is nothing but a magical echo that has now fulfilled its purpose. You needn't feel so reluctant to let me.
I wonder if she dies. She said catastrophe. Is she also from Conria? I wonder.
When you lose your mom
or something like that.
Soon, it's hard to tear yourself away from the stories she used to read. I guess it's a silly way of pretending she's still here, by your side.
Durin.
But after coming to this world and traveling it with my friends, facing all kinds of enemies together, I suddenly realized I couldn't just sit around listening to my mother's stories because I'd found a new purpose in life. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. With all my new friends waiting, it's time I finally set aside my mother's storybook. I'm ready to grow up now, Mom.
Then take this. A gift I should have given you a long time ago. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning, made your wishes, offered your blessings, and even wrote your choices into its pages. From here on out, this pen is yours. Now I ask of you, the other pillar of this story, as both its reader and its witness, will you turn
Living wage? Nonsense. Like somebody was talking about, how come the Chinese can make these games like Ananta, NTE, Genshin, and whatever, but Japan can't? And they said because they're paid less than living wage, but that's not true. They're paid more. Living wage in different places is totally different. Obviously, they will need to pay the Japanese more because the living wage necessary to live in Japan is a lot higher than China. But the companies, if they want to create something great, they must be willing to invest and spend the money. Instead, all they've been producing for like the last 10 years is literally like a PNG.
Suddenly and without
which is kind of sad considering it's Japan.
The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun. Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fate that barred the way ahead.
Looks like this is the final step.
A chance to strike back at fate? Now that's not something that comes knocking every day.
No, that fate no longer defines me. In the end, only my story shall endure. Devouring claw! Stay your hand. Observe.
Like I hate this thing so much. Right.
Watch, only my story shall endure.
Okay. It just takes half of his bar, huh? Fear me!
Leave it to me.
How dare you throw Rubik's Cubes at me?
Looks like there's nowhere to hide. Here, I'll cover for you.
Two shot.
Thank you, Mom. And so it was that Durin defeated the darkness and rewrote his fate. But his story is far from over. Is everyone okay?
We're fine, thanks. And hey, we all saw how you fought back there. That was awesome!
I have to admit, I do feel like something in me has changed. I owe you all so much. Without your help,
My biggest dissatisfaction with Genshin is a lip sync. That's the one thing I wish they would work out, which they never will at this point.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear it someday.
Hear what?
The chance to strike back at fate knocking at your door.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Allow me to just check one thing. Yes. The abyssal power within you has stabilized again. And those strange symptoms you were experiencing seem to have completely disappeared. I wonder what it means, though. Aside from the principles of alchemy, what other law of this world governs his being?
Look, it all turned out fine, so just leave it at that. Now that this one's out of danger, it's time for me to get out of here.
You're leaving so soon? Well, don't humans usually throw a party after something like this?
A party? Do I look like that kind of guy? Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble. That's what friends are for, right?
In a way, though, he is right.
No, I have not.
Just celebrate. Not the time for academic discussions.
No, I am not.
Hey, I don't blame
I
you for
wouldn't,
asking.
because I'm not really
Honestly,
into Genshin's
I'd be perfectly happy to
like
talk about it if
JPVAs or anything like that.
I wouldn't
Frankly
even
speaking,
know
I'm
where
not
to
really
start.
into VA culture.
It's all right.
I don't really pay them any
I'm sure
attention.
we'll get a chance at
I just
some
like play the games. I'm like,
After
oh,
all,
this voice is good.
your
This
story's
voice is
only
bad.
just
This
begun.
voice is good. I don't really like pay attention apart from that.
All right then.
But
Trevor and Paimon,
I know quite a few VAs for different character plays the game.
extraordinary nature of the thing
What's
we witnessed
specific
today,
about her
I need to make sure it's all recorded
that I would
properly.
be like interested in anyways? She's an absolute degenerate. One of us. I'm not a degenerate. I am a noble soul. Okay.
Congratulations on completing your mission.
Have I ever done anything that can be categorized as degenerate? By the way, if I have, please don't mention it. Remember,
I've heard dressing appropriately is a
don't mention it, by the way. Okay, so that's... Okay, let me see. By the way, we finally, Sunday, I finally did it. Finally. All 18 weeks, baby. 18 weeks. Was it worth? Yes. 18 weeks, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what's funny about this? It's funny that Colobina's wings suits Nicole that it suits Colobina. Is that just funny? That's hilarious, right? Where is she anyways? She's somewhere around here. Right? It's hardly an upgrade from Farina's, but obviously it suits her more. It does. I have 3 angels on my account. How much do you have? Here's the funny thing. The funny thing about Calamina design is actually hilarious. Keep in mind, she has the most angelic design, our elements in her design, and she's a moon goddess. Oh yeah? I don't have Skirk, so I just find it funny that the moon goddess adds more angel in her design. Then again, good goddess might as well be. There's this one picture with her and Sandone, and like as your Lumine is like there, making them do some very questionable things. Lumine is like the biggest degenerate in Genshin. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There is a leak what says the Genshin anime, Lumine is gonna be the main twin. Like it's gonna be the narrative twin. You know, like in Genshin, Aether is the narrative twin. In the anime, the leak says that Lumine is gonna be the narrative twin. What do you guys think? Good, bad? I mean, it sounds fair, I guess. Since Aether is a narrative twin in the game. Not a bad idea. And I mean like the main narrative twin. I mean, I don't think it would actually be any real difference though. Whether it's Lumine or like Aether, it wouldn't really matter. I mean, true, but when I think about it, I don't think it would really matter, to be honest with you. I personally have Lumine, so as my main, so I don't really care. After all, I'm just collecting waifu, and Lumine is a waifu, so yeah. That's probably why they went with that, to be honest.
Oh, my writer and witness. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it?
Alice, 1 billion years old.
But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs
there's not really a canon.
Only then can my magic take effect.
As Oyo themselves said, there isn't a canon protagonist because they're interchangeable. It's canon for you. If you want Aether to be canon, Aether is canon. If you are a Lumine person, sure. But they themselves said it doesn't really. There is no canon twin. It's like whoever you choose. I feel it's just the narrative decision for, you know, like whatever they want to do. Because you play the game, there is no difference at all with who you choose.
Story, right? Huh? What are you doing here, tone-deaf bard?
With the Hexen Circle carrying out such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your minds that the
Yes, I agree with that. Under that criteria. Yeah, but in other media,
nothing of it.
Lumine shows up in other medias though, like previews and stuff like that. I feel like it's well balanced, and I think it makes sense to just choose one. Frankly, I actually think it's better to choose Aether to be like the narrative protagonist, like the narrative like twin. Like the main narrative twins for the game. Because they started with Aether. It'd be weird if they were switching in between them like, okay, this time it's Lumine, this time it's Aether. I think it makes sense just to choose one of them and go with it. But I'm just saying that they themselves say story-wise, neither of them, like either of them really chooses canon.
stuffing her face over there.
Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party, don't you think?
Come here, child. Let me take a closer look at you.
All right, Aunt Seer Witch. Here I am.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her.
Let me see if I could.
What does that mean?
Child, all you need to know is that you're very lucky indeed.
What do you think?
Oh.
They optimize this design. I think it's better. Because I have no idea why this was here. This didn't look very good. Kind of looked ridiculous. And the high patch, it looked like some kind of random prompt you throw into an AI and they spit this out. Like this here, I mean, this was fine. This didn't really make much sense. The buckle here didn't really make much sense at all. I mean, I think it's actually better in general. Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. Eye patch, this is here, whatever. I do a better prompt than that nonsense.
Just like how she was in the story, huh?
Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds.
Well, there's so much I want to do. I'm not even sure where to begin.
How about settling your most recent regret? Not so fast, Tone-Deaf Bard! What exactly did you just tell Durin to do? To make the long overdue wish come true.
Thank you once again, Alice.
How much time do you have left?
I believe these should be my
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I don't know how to respond to that. Strange. You were always such a cheerful figure in my stories. I even dubbed you the Merry Witch, you know.
Oh, please. You know full well it was your stories that first taught me what true pain and sadness felt like. Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you also leave a few words for the child? Since the book will be his to continue, why don't you write him a little parting note?
There's no need. His mother already did that long, long ago. All that remains is for me to convey it on her behalf. My child, these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky.
I've always liked these little videos.
And seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill. A long tale awaits you.
Of course, I have never. Well, I've heard Utao's voice in Japanese, but not anyone else. Like,
take my pen and use it.
I find the English voices for Genshin to be respectable. There is no need. Only when I find a voice like in English to be like insufferable, I will switch to like Japanese. But if I actually just find it just fine, there's no need for me to change.
There you go. Your very own copy of the book. We wouldn't want one of the story's key witnesses to leave empty-handed now, would we? Of course, this copy isn't magical in the same way, but rest assured, all the twists and turns are still there.
Well, one of them is and wait, like in Japanese?
And so they flew together, Durin and Dvalin, over the skies of Mondstadt.
Will they update his model?
Who'd have
I think he
thought
deserves
such
an
words could
updated
ever
model.
have described a happy ending, huh?
Well, unfortunately, no chest to open for me. Okay, let's see Durin. They say they gave you a new outfit. Okay, what changed? Okay. The front changed. The back is the same. That's it? That's all? Okay. The hair thing is hair clip or whatever you're gonna call it is different. And the heart piece. Boots is the same. Gloves is the same.
Let my wings envelop the twilight.
Yeah, just the hair piece and the chest piece. That's pretty much all I've seen. That's changed. Oh well. It does look better, so we'll leave it as it is. Oh, okay. That would be rather weird. I don't think I want to play the game, and every time I open a treasure chest, the character has an orgasm. I don't think I would want that at all. Not gonna lie. It sounds good on paper, but it might be a bit too off-putting. Plus, her Demir she's too Demir, right? To be giving orgasmic sounds. Like, look at her. Does this look like a character who goes around making orgasmic sound? I would think that would be weird. This is straight up as an orgasm.
Oh, you're here. I was just starting to wonder if I should send you clearer instructions. But
Hold
then I
on, let
thought,
me see if I can.
if I make my hints too obvious, it might get in the way of your travel plans. And then, just as I was pacing back and forth, agonizing over what I was going to do, you turned up here anyway. So, it looks like everything worked out fine. Hey, Nicole! You're so full of energy today! And words! You're so full of words! I'll take that as a compliment. Alright then. Are you ready to check out my next room? Is this Nicole's studio?
I don't know.
Frames names on white walls.
Alright,
Take a closer
hold
look.
on. Let's see here. Alice Albedo. Cold. Favorite food. I don't know if they actually have the voices though. Let me see. Wait. Joy party, fallen. Alright, I'm blind. I can't see it. Should be here somewhere, right? Here we go. Oh, unfortunately, they're not here. Too bad. Yeah, the voice aren't here, unfortunately. Maybe they'll have them later. They normally have them already. Yeah, none of them are here. That's too bad. They normally would have them, but for some reason, they're not there. Wait, what the?
What the? Paimon almost had a heart attack being sucked in by a painting like that. Wait a sec. This place looks familiar. Oh, it's the table where the mages hold their tea parties.
It all started the first time Alice invited me for tea. On that day, I didn't attend in person, mostly because back then, I still hadn't decided whether I really wanted to join the Hexen Circle or not. Alice was the only one there who knew my true identity. She warned me not to say a word, or let anyone else discover who I was. I was only supposed to observe.
And then what happened?
Well, then I concluded that she was punishing me for my hesitation to join. Everyone was talking about such interesting things. How could I not chime in? And of course, when you're in the middle of a conversation and someone throws out a question you know the answer to,
There's nothing about a fraud call telling you that, oh, you have reached your maximum login to this bank account when you don't even have an account with that bank.
distilled within the confines of a teacup. Their words alone were enough to ignite my instinct to lay the truth bare before them.
So, you piped up inside their heads?
Of course not. Even though I felt like my head was going to explode, I still made sure to hold it all in. I'm a responsible angel, after all, and I'm well aware of the difference between what I want to say and what I'm allowed to say. So, I had a private little word with Alice inside her head, just me and her, and I agreed to join the Hexen Circle, right there and then. She was quite happy about my decision, but as for the talking inside her head, well, she claims that over the next few days, she had such a headache that she had to visit a doctor in Liyue to get some relief. But she can hardly blame me for that.
What do you mean? You literally gave her a headache
How about we go look at the other frames?
from talking too much.
Starting to feel like she needs some relief too.
What is wrong with this girl?
Is that an Irminsul tree?
Oh, this painting here? You're clearly no strangers to the white trees. But did you know that the first angel's betrayal happened beneath one of their very boughs?
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Are we being lured out right now? The first angel betrayal. You see, funny thing is, I actually recorded a video. It's not on YouTube yet, when I'm actually talking about this. And Nicole had no idea, was never involved with this whole betrayal plot or any of that nonsense. So, yeah, quite a few angels, not a lot of them, wasn't down for the cause. And some of them just didn't know.
I'm curious now.
Well then, I guess it's finally time for me to tell you a tale of romance and horror. Let me just think how best to protect the identity of those involved. Alright, got it.
What, 4 weeks for her to lure dump on us, huh?
A long, long time ago, there was once a traveler who wandered among the stars. They were nothing like you, but that's not important right now.
Sir
One day,
Voiden?
he traveled
Sir
to a
Voiden?
silver tree to visit the princess of the morning star. Before long, he started asking her about her kingdom's most forbidden secrets. His words puzzled the princess. How could he possibly know of all these things forbidden by the gods? The young man revealed his origins and showed the princess things she had never seen before. A free will and love, both noble and spiritual. His words awakened her sense of self, hitherto shackled by the gods. Her heart soared, carrying her beyond limits she had never crossed before. The princess of the morning star confided the kingdom's secrets to the youth, and between them, love grew and blossomed, along with a determination to defy the gods.
This is just a cookie-cutter love story. You said to be horror.
Don't worry, Paimon. The horror's about to begin.
Alright, I'll take a look at it in a bit.
They yearn to help the people live lives of unfettered freedom, but the gods could not forgive their betrayal. They sent down thunder and fury, destroying the lovers' home. And when the Great War subsided, the power and the wisdom of the princess were lost, never to return. Even her closest friends were cursed.
Yeah. That ending was pretty scary after all. But didn't you say
There is no forgiveness for there is no forgiveness for betrayal.
true, are you?
It sure is. And that's the scariest part.
Yeah, that's a good way to put that story. Tell her secrets. She becomes enlightened. Decide to go on a crusade and betray her creator. I've always said there is no forgiveness for betrayal, because betrayal can never be an accident. It has to be something willful. Alright. For some reason, by the way, my Discord, I even reinstalled Discord, but never. Wait, what in the world is going on here? Are they protesting on the what? What is this? Are they like protesting on the train plot? Blocking the trains? What is this about? Do they not have anywhere else to go protest? Who in the world protests in front of the trains? I mean, they don't really want to get anything. I guess they just want to cause a problem. Alright, let's go. More lore.
Hey, this is Simulanka! But why are there novels from Yai Publishing House all over the floor?
Well, on the subject of my literary enlightenment, my greatest inspiration of all is none other than Lady Anya herself. She was the last to join the Hexenzirkel, and yet the first to leave. I loved all of her stories. Whether it was just an idea
Yeah.
or a fully fleshed out manuscript.
I mean, it's
Anya
nice
was
that they can
always
protest,
so
but
skilled at making
do
her
they have to
readers
protest
gasp with
on the
joy.
actual train, like,
Hexenzirkel discussions rarely
and
stray
I
far from
assume that
magic.
that's a close to
And
a
it's my
hub, right?
belief that Anya possessed a unique magic of her own. She could weave love and compassion into words and stories that would touch the hearts of others.
Yeah.
I asked her for tips on how
Ridiculous.
to write compelling tales. She taught me a lot of tricks and techniques.
These people have no
But in the
no
end,
consideration to the
my
well-being
biggest
of
enemy
others.
has always been myself. That's one way of putting it. Communicating through thought is so much more convenient. I guess even angels can succumb to laziness. However, recently I've resolved to make an effort, even if it's just to spare myself reproaches from a certain old Seelie friend of mine.
Oh! Does that mean we're finally gonna get to read something you've written?
Nope.
Who said anything about writing? I'm talking about buying popular works from the last few centuries to flip through in my spare time.
This girl is so lazy. The funny, her character story also pretty much implies that she's a bit of a lazy one.
These paintings all remind me of places that hold great significance in my heart. And now, the studio has been fully restored. All right, go ahead and claim our reward. What? Don't look at me like that. Of course this reward is ours. You're not going to leave this chest unopened, are you? I can't let you leave if you do.
Oh, I saw some of that with the new characters. Mina's little sister.
Do I deserve a reward of my own?
I don't know if I want to log in though. Maybe. See, I can't even open this treasure. I haven't like been able to open any treasure chest with Nicole, so I don't really know what she says or what she sounds like.
See you next time. Come to think of it, this Mage's Lodge holds a special significance for me, too. A painting within a house within a painting, worlds within worlds. Fascinating, isn't it?
Ophelia? Oh, they're giving away a free character. Maybe. I'd have to reinstall it though. I don't actually have it installed. With her weapon. What's the date on that, by the way? Is like this week or next week? All right, 4 more. So did she give you one piece of major lore every week? All right, I'll think about it. One piece of major lore every week. Great. So one more. All right, let's get out of here. What else? Yeah, let's go to Mondstadt. Deal with that. All right, after this, should we go play some Aether Gazers? We'll probably do it on the weekend. Because it's probably gated anyways. Alright, give him my stuff, bro. Okay. Oh, They gave a updated one with the thing too. All right. None of this matter because we will never change from Bona. She is simply the hottest character in Genshin. Despite she be like a regular model, I think she's the most attractive Genshin character. Period. Let me see. Quality of life. Does that mean they fixed the movements? Okay. I hear that. Character max level, adventure level. Oh, those are like nothing major. Nothing major there. Like, I mean, they're better than nothing, but nothing particularly major, right? Who cares? Minor. I mean, I finished a story and stuff, but funny thing is, I haven't actually done a lot of like the side quests. I just kind of just got tired of playing, so I kind of just stopped playing. I think, what did I do? I rolled for like an extra copy of Mina and I went to pity and I was like, yeah, whatever. Anyways, shall we just play some Aether Gazer now, guys? Aether Gazer. I hate this keyboard, by the way. It is what it is. I always find that anytime a game is like giving away like a full character and all those stuff, the game is not doing very well. If your game is doing very well, you don't need to give away anything. Like for me, it's always like a telling sign when they're giving away too much per se.
Metaphors speak for themselves.
I don't think it, like I said, I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's actually a pretty decent game. But it might not be doing too well. Let me check something here. I don't know if I actually did that. Nope, I did not. Let me copy this. This one. Yeah, paste it. Wait, what? Awaken system? Well, I haven't logged into that game in a while. If I log into it, is Lester giving me one of like the ultra rare kind of character, specifically the red one? If they give me a copy of her, then I'll log in. More from that? Nope. Not happening. The one that carries like the banner around. Unlock. Level up. Deploy. $9, good. Well, too much free stuff is bad for you. You know the drill. Alright, it's time for war. I'm all ears. Well, I'm all eyes in this case. One. Yeah, what happened? Did something happen? I mean, I'm not sure anything more can happen to that game. Love and Space took over? What do you mean? Love and Space took over? Oh, they got... Oh, they got censored? The boogeyman finally caught them.
皆さんが無事に帰れるよう頑張ります。ずっとその痛みが終わらせてあげます。皆さんを傷つけるのをいらっしゃいませ。
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, they did the Daily Post decide to do a collab with them? Here's the thing. The entire Snowbreak thing boiled down to one mistake they made. Okay? Hear me out. The reason for the Snowbreak, what happened to Snowbreak, is not really because they're sexy or anything like that. What happened is they did something what you would never do to the CCP. The CCP told them to censor the game, and they did censor the game. However, behind the CCP back, they went and they create something what uncensored the game. Do you understand? The government tell them, do these things. So they did this thing. Every time they go to regulations and then they say, okay, here is the game. Here's what it is. And they say, okay, here's your stamp of approval. Then they go behind them and release the decensoring thing. And even more so, they were promoting the decensoring thing officially on their own social media and with like streamers and content creators. They were sponsoring. That's what got them in trouble. Keep that in mind. They dig that hole themselves, and because they don't get no sympathy from me, because they dig themselves in that hole themselves. That's how I see it. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But that's the reason why they got in trouble. That's why that game, they kind of brought the hammer down on those guys. So these guys weren't innocent at all. The worst thing is they were doing this kind of thing publicly. Right? They were actually like officially sponsoring people publicly. It's ridiculous. Like, they should know how like the CCP is gonna take that, right? Let's see. It's just like you can't really like feel bad for people who dig their own hole. At least I don't. Ah, man. I'll spend my somewhere else. So yeah, I don't blame the government. I blame them. They had a good thing going, and they messed it up themselves. That's what. They didn't do themselves any favor. They did it to themselves. Because it's not like they're the only game. Like Azure Lane and all those other games exist, and those guys didn't have any problem. Those guys had no problem at all. They're the only one who has this problem. So I honestly don't feel sorry for them. They did it to themselves. I have the lurker. Maybe. Who knows? So yeah. Oh. Okay, we need a lot more juice to get these characters up. We have... Should I do them? Should I do it? Should I? Yeah, whatever. Let's just do it. Let's see what we got. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. Leeching your luck. You know who's lucky? Smiles is lucky. Wait, what the? Oh no! Alright. Oh no! This cannot be. Alright, whatever. It is what it is. What do you mean by? That's harsh. I didn't ask for this. If it was a new character, fine, but that's terrible luck. Right? That's awful luck. Worst luck ever. No, worst good luck ever. Yeah. Literally the worst good luck I've ever had. My absolute worst good luck. What else did I get? That could have turned out a lot better. Viper is cute. Yeah, but I already have a copy of her. On a new account, that's not great. Okay, maybe if it was like Sephmet, if it was like Sephmet, yeah, but it's not Sephmet. So it's good, but it's bad at the same time. It's like a good bad luck. Here's a plan. I have a plan. We will... All we need is just like one more copy of her, by the way. But game is like, nope. Nope. Oh wait, wrong thing. Lol. Oh, thanks. Okay. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. That's good. Light. Damage, sure. Oh no. Guys, I am like very broke. Things are not looking very good for me here. We'll take that for now, I guess. What else can we get rid of? Take that. We'll try to roll out a skill. Take that. I mean, eventually, maybe, I will do the rest of do them good. I mean, definitely. But like I said, new account and all that, right? We have nothing here. Time to go and cultivate. Yeah, she has like nothing there at all. Here's take that. We'll take that. Sure. Why not? HP. Oh yeah, she did actually scale pretty. She did scale up on the HP, didn't she? Hold on. What are we? It's all the way down here. Yeah, let's not focus on that. At least not right now. Cause we have like more crits. We'll call it a day. Need more crit than anything else. We'll take that. We can probably cope with that later on. That's a good click. We don't have enough crit rate though. You know what? Forget it. I'll put them somewhere else. Like in Alright, actually let's put something already. That. Ice. We'll take that on that slot. And we got 10 more clicks to go. Oh, okay, that was a good click. Okay. The Viper is great. The Viper is fantastic. The Viper, what we need? Nah. Not right now, anyways. Like, I have no functor for any of these characters. Like, zero. Zip. Nada. So I'm mostly just like doing that for the next who knows how long. But this character is just not that good. Just not that good. That's the problem with her. She's just not very good. And I literally don't need any light characters at all. Like, it would be great if you could like focus on like one team, but not the best idea in this game. Like back in the early days when the game just begun, sure. Will we get to 20? Can we get to 20? Maybe? Maybe not? You're in need of more juice. Oh yeah, I did actually do this one. I was gonna like do it later. I mean, just kick her out, dude. What's wrong with you, game? As you're already aware, we don't have any choice. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Alright, none of these characters set up to do anything. Give me a second, I'll be right back. I still have no idea to like unlock this yet. I never actually ever knew how to unlock those. Alright, today. Let's see this. Alright, does anybody know how to use this particular character? Because I don't. I don't remember. Wow, they actually generate energy very quickly, huh? All I know is to do this combo. Don't ask me about anything else. Like, this is not really the best boss for this nonsense, because I need to like do this. If you see what I'm saying, right? This nonsense on the ground does not help me at all. Yeah, I'm losing my stacks because of this boss. Yeah, I can see that, but I think we can do the third one. Oh, 80. We can't do it. Never mind. I think we could actually clear the third one. Yeah, we got some stuff. Nothing really. Yeah. I have never needed to do these from the bottom up, by the way, because I was already like maxed out when this content actually happened. Never needed to do it. All right. It was skip straight to the core. But she just makes things so easy though. I hate this boss so much. Boss is trash. Garbage. Alright, who's next? Worst boss ever? Checks out. You know what's funny, when I was like like max difficulty, you kind of like end up fighting the exact same bosses over and over again. This because the rest of the bosses are actually spread out at the lower level, the lower difficulty. That's where they all are. And that puts us there, so that's done. What to do, what to do. 2 days. 2 days. Unfortunately. Yeah, let's do it a quick run. Break the Zembo. Honestly, these guys are doing like road work outside and it's so annoying right now. Okay, cool. Well, you told me to remember it, so I'm remembering it. Does anybody remember how to use this character? I think I get a bonus if I carry a teammate, don't I? For this like run. So let's just choose somebody. Iron. Ultimate, and that's ultimate abilities. Don't care about that. I guess some raw stats. Obviously, I don't need anyone, right? Should I? Should I not? Fine, whatever. I just think I got like some bonus points if I actually bring. Who should it be? Friendly unit. Just for giggles. Yeah, as you can obviously see, I most definitely do not need them. So, what to choose? Oh, not this trash. I hate this boss so much. And this is the old version of him, huh?
拙者が進むべき道が。
All right, which one should it be? What it's supposed to be? I think let's watch this list. Actually, yeah, this one will like keep me juicing alive. Dodge, don't want that. Great. That one. Stupid dodge again. Ability dodge. Dodge is for losers. If this was Aether, I wouldn't actually need to do anything. Like, do her ult, and that's kind of it. Like, just keep dropping those spears. These guys. Oh yeah, that's what to spend the money. I just remember that now. we're on wealth. I totally forgot we were running well. Okay, we're going to abilities. Choices. Easy money. over here. Hate this boss so much. Dark metal, more like pale metal. Yes. Nice. Wow. Watch my back. Like this mode, I can think up a couple of ways to make this mode a lot better. Is it? For YouTube, yes, I see it on YouTube. Yeah, I see it on YouTube. Let me see what's up. I mean, it wasn't like that earlier, was it? Yeah, the frames is really bad on YouTube. Okay. I know why. I know why. I did mess with a setting earlier. So it's probably catching up to me right now. I did a thing right before I started engaging, so I think that's really what's affecting it right now. Like Twitch seems to be fine. YouTube is scuffed now. Well, let's see if it goes back to normal. My mistake. I'm gonna assume it should be back to normal now, right? So I did implement a thing where I kind of capture a clean copy of every single thing. So I forgot to toggle something, so it was causing that to happen. Like you can actually see when it's actually on. If you look on like the stream, you'll see like a little teeny YouTube logo shows up. That's actually when it's enabled. But I forgot to like adjust one of the settings, so it was causing the encoder to become like overloaded, and so YouTube kind of like becomes overloaded. It's on my source encoder. So I have a source encoder what records like an absolutely clean version of everything on stream. So like no overlay, no voice, no nothing, just like a source version of the game in OBS. And because I had a couple of things toggled on, it caused the encoder, because I have to encode before it sends to YouTube, it caused the encoder to become like overloaded. And once the encoder is overloaded, you get that kind of frame skipping happening. So that's kind of what you were seeing just now, is the frame skipping. But once I disabled those things, because you know I forgot they were on, it's back to normal. As it should be. Like it wasn't happening while I was playing Genshin, right? Because it wasn't actually enabled. I will have to remember that in the future. Alright, we got to 10. Conventional beacon. That's it. Oh no. Yeah, we don't actually have all the beacons yet for the bonus points, so it kind of makes sense. I mean, I'm gonna have to run this a couple of times, but we're getting like 2 levels. That's kind of rough. It's gonna be really rough. Not a fan. 2 days. Don't worry, should be enough. I should have enough time. What did we get? Oh, so that's where this comes from. Level 5 or higher. Good to know. I was always curious where in the world that actually came from. Now there is a revelation for us. Alright. I got a couple more minutes. Let's go like do a story or something. Thanks, I guess. Well, too bad. You can only have 5-star, and if they do, you do get a 4-star, they're gonna be like pretty much abyssally bad or barely usable. You see, that's one of the things when you have games with like where you give out, you know, if you give out like a lot of like 5-star characters, that tends to be the case. That's just part of the course. Once you give out a lot of like free, like 5-star characters, the 4-star characters just become redundant. As nobody really, you just don't have any use for them. And then the developers see that nobody used the 4-star characters, so they just don't make any more 4-star characters. And the circle of life just goes on and on and on, you know? That's why I think, like, I personally think that 5-star characters should just always be rare, and then they use 4-star characters and such to fill in the gaps. That's what I believe. Exactly. All you need is someone to carry the damage, and then the other characters, they do the work. Oh. That's pretty much it. Makes sense to me. It worked. Exactly. It worked. That's the thing. It feels better. You know, to me, it feels better, and I think it makes more sense that when you get a 5-star characters, it should be worth something. It should feel special. It should actually feel special. So the idea of getting Flint, and Flint is very strong because he's a 5-star characters, you just need to put him in a team with some 4-star characters that enable him to do what he can do. And it feels a lot better when that happens. When you have a game where 5-star characters are no different than like a dime a dozen, you never really get that feeling, you know? It's Osiris. Okay. Today we must use the 4 stars. Like right now in Aether Gazer, the only place you use 4 stars is at the story, or at least like the early portion of the story. They're pretty much non-existent because they don't serve any purpose. And here's the funny thing: it's not even worth you like. Like Aether Gazer, it's not worth for them to make 4-star characters anymore, because you could have used that design and that development time just to make a 5-star character that you can sell. Alright, that's all the juice I have, kinda. Sorta. Alright, we have 9. Maybe give it like 2. Oh no. I didn't ask for this. Is this like lazy developers? Am I gonna do the exact same thing again? Except they changed the character I'm using? Not really. I hear you, I hear you. It has to be done, you know. Well, there is no... That's true, but as you can obviously see, in like a game like Aether Gazer, they just don't have any purpose at all. Like, just so it is. They just have like 0 purpose. Oh wait, why am I? I didn't actually even noticed that just now. Very funny. What the? I need to get staggered. Is she hitting me while in this air? Alright, that's all the stamina I have to use today.
私はここにいる。
Do you need more of these? I don't have enough of these. I feel like get these, get that. And we're all juiced out. I'm gonna need this for like later on. Give me a sec. You know what? I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna add to the pharmacy to get myself some meds for my allergies. I'll be back tomorrow. We can play more Aether Gazer. Probably should have more time to play tomorrow too. So it's been fun, and I hope I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Unless I'm sick, and then I don't show up, and then blah 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 blah. You guys know the drill. Anyways, bye.